Yep. I know what you're thinking. I bet there's no bloody coffee in that cup. So the last video was just basically me using the parabolic umbrella for the first time, and I wanted to take this a step further today. So what I've done is I'm recreating a scene that I've done before in an interview setting, but this time I'm just literally going to be standing against a brightly lit window from the natural daylight, and what we're going to be doing is augmenting some of that light with the parabolic umbrella, just to see what type of quality lighting we can get with this. So for today's setup, we are going to be using f5.6 on the lens, and the rest of the images are showing the different meter readings I've taken. So the f6.3, that is the amount of light that is actually falling on my face. Now f11 and f14, that is the amount of light that's falling on the window. So as we can see between each of the shots, there is a complete difference in the look. Now f5.6 and f6.3, the window's completely blown out, and that's not what we want to achieve. However, I am happy with the exposure that is falling on the subject. So what we want to try and do is get the exposure of f11 of the window and get the exposure of f6.3 or 5.6 against the subject. So we've got a nice blend between the two. Now the only way that we're going to do that is actually to set the lens back to 5.6, and we're going to need to use some ND filters to get it from that f11 back down to f5.6. So what we can see now is the actual image where the camera is set at f5.6 and I've applied an ND filter of 2 stops. Now from f11, that will actually pull it back down to f5.6, and this is the actual image that we're seeing from that effect. Now, because Mother Nature doesn't like to be told what to do, she decided she was going to chuck a cloud over and keep it there for a large remainder of this day. So that fetched the window light down to f9. Now in order to get that down or back up to 5.6, we had to reduce the ND filter to 1.5 stops, and this is the result of that image, is what you see now. Now the light has obviously been turned on, but I'm not happy with how it is illuminating me. This to me looks like it is forced and that it is being lit by a light, and I don't want it to look like that. So I've made some adjustments, I've angled it a little bit better, and I've pushed the umbrella back a tiny bit, and this is looking much better to me. So in this shot, all we've done is we've added a bit of fill using the white side of the V flat board, and as you can see, it is removing a lot of the shadows. So this will just give you an indication of what will happen with that type of fill. Now what we want is to actually create some negative fill. So as you can see, by using the negative fill, this actually makes this particular scene much more natural, and this is the setup that I've decided to actually go with. So the next shot is the actual scene itself, and this is the final ungraded shot. Now I'm happy with the exposure of the window and how the light is falling on the subject. It seems to be pretty natural. The only thing that I would like to change is the actual exposure on the sky. I think I could have done a better job at exposing for that and get everything adjusted around it, but I think with the way the clouds are going, I think I've been a bit unfortunate there, but the actual image itself, I'm really happy. And this is the setup, so we can see where the camera was positioned. Now the lens was set 50mm, and on the right hand side we had the negative fill, and then on the left hand side, which was helping augment the light of the window, is the parabolic umbrella. She's massive. It is very big. Now what we can see is that I got two stands this time. One's holding the umbrella and the other is holding the light. And the reason for this is in the last video I had it all attached to one stand and the light itself. But by having it on two separate stands, it means I can get that key light further back to actually fill the actual umbrella because it is so big, and it was helping with providing the wrap that we were seeing in the video. Now this is, well, from the position that I was standing in, and we can see exactly how big that umbrella is. So I hope this has been beneficial. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. Cheers.